Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So when I asked Soul what we are going to be talking about, what I heard is stay focused and aligned. Rapid change is coming, but something is trying to derail you. So I don't know, but to me, that sounds as though you are at the cusp, the brink of something amazing. And something is just so desperate to stop you. Hey, Patience. What is up, boo? What is up? Okay, focus. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah. That's right. Keep fighting, boo. Keep fighting. All right. So we have free spirit in reverse, surrender in reverse, and then emotions in reverse. I would say just the first three cards alone are basically confirmation that you are really right there on the edge of realizing something amazing, something that is like completely life altering. Okay, I'm not even trying to exaggerate. It's like something so phenomenal is about to happen for you. And of course, we have like these demon Harita hater ass people, energies, consciousness, beings, entities, whatever the heck you want to call it. They're here and they're trying to keep you from being the free spirit that you are. I think you have successfully won a war that you have been fighting for how many years? Oh my God. I just came across a post and this person wrote something in I got to read it to you guys because like, holy moly, shishkamboli. Hold on. Okay. Here. This is from Pisces Babe. First time that I ever came across their content. It says, if we speak honestly, not astrologically, sugar-coated, the hell cycle for Pisces has lasted about 7 to 8 years with the most excruciating intensity between 2020 and 2025. Let me show you the rhythm of that descent and why it felt endless. And I don't know about y'all, but this was so mother effing accurate. So from 2018 to 2019, it was the prelude. Chiron entered Aries, ripping open Pisces' old wound of self-assertion. Suddenly, you could no longer hide behind harmony or spiritual entities that divide. Oh my God, that's when my mom passed away. 2018 is when I came back as a prodigal child. And then 2019 is when she transitioned. I mean, think about your life, what was happening between 2018 and 2019, right? And then from 2020 until 2022, the collapse, the global crisis synchronized with a personal one. Neptune dissolved certainty. Jupiter inflated emotional sensitivity. Every Pisces absorbed the collective grief like an ocean sponge. Many felt betrayed, misunderstood, or drained. These were the years of psychic overload and invisible service. Oh my God, that was a rough mother freaking year for me. I'm not even joking. That was such a rough couple years for me because January of 2020, my second mother, my mother's sister, she passed. And then a few months later would be the start of my journey with my brother through heart failure. Talk about crisis and dissolved certainty. It was a lot. 2023 to 2025, the refining fire. Saturn entered Pisces and the universe turned the dream into homework. You met the limits of empathy, the exhaustion of endless compassion, and the cold demand for boundaries. It wasn't punishment, it was crystallization. Still, it felt like being pinned between heaven and earth, stripped of escape routes. Whew. Bitches, like, we need a break. Come on now. just a little breather. Let me catch my breath. Let me catch my breath. But here's the thing. No matter what is trying to prevent you from being this like free spirit that you are, don't give in. Don't give in. I would rather die fighting and free than exist for any moment of my life, for any breath that I take, as a person who is dominated by a lesser consciousness. I mean that to my core. I would rather stop breathing than use a single breath as someone who has been subjugated and dominated. Good thing I'm scrappy. I'm just saying. I'm like really fucking scrappy. It's ridiculous. You'd never think that I could do the things that I do, but I can. And I will, because fuck that. We all been through enough these last 7 years. We've all been through enough these last 7 years. So now we're at the end of that, right? I can feel it within me. I can feel it inside my core. We are right there from the moment that we realize all of that shit we went through, it's done. We are done. And now the good part starts. I might not ever know what this feels like, but I liken it to that moment where you were like 5 minutes from hopping on that stage for that competition. You've spent at least 16 weeks to prepare, and you have whittled yourself down and you're at your weakest, but you look the best you could ever look. Your muscles are just dry enough for the striations to show. Your skin is tight. You're dressed in your suit with those funky ass heels on, and you're ready to step on that stage and showcase what the fuck you've worked for. But see, that's not the best part. Because no matter what happens, no matter who wins, you did it. You committed to yourself. You did it. You made it on that stage, and you are presenting the best part of your athleticism and your determination and your drive. So regardless of whether you win or not, where you place, whether you get your pro card, you fucking did it. That's a goal that you can check off. I did that shit. But that's not the best part. The best part is afterwards, because now, bitch, we gonna eat some stuff. we gonna eat some stuff, whatever it was you were craving that entire time. That time you were withholding from yourself because you knew what you were trying to achieve, that you wouldn't be swayed by simple desires and cravings, like you were committed to yourself in your process. I liken this period to that. You've done without for so long, but you've been able to keep in your mind at some point within your awareness, like, this is happening for a reason. I don't quite know what it is, but I know it's going to be worth it in the end. And now we're approaching the end. You don't sit down and you don't stop. You keep right on walking. I don't care if you need to crawl to cross that finish line. You make it past that line. You do not stop inches away from what you have worked so hard to accomplish. You're right there. You are right there. Whatever that is, that dream that you've had. And I think for some of you, you've been having signs, reminders, little blips that appear on your radar that kind of just nudge you like, hey, it's soul. I'm checking in. I haven't forgotten. I promised you something and I'm about to deliver. Give it to me. Give it to me, soul. Give it to me. Give it to us. Let us have the very thing we are continuing to work so hard to have, to receive. They're trying to get you all up in your feels, baby. How many of you guys have been feeling some weird stuff in your chest? How many of you guys? Have you been feeling it today? This like building energy and anxiety in the chest. This sense of some impending, I don't really know what to make of it. Is it good? Is it bad? I'm not too sure. I hope it's good. Yeah, that kind of feeling, right? I know like a couple of minutes before, my own soul was like, you better get your ass up off that beanbag. Beanbag barnacle status. Okay, so my soul was like, you better get your ass off that beanbag. You didn't live stream today. You need to live stream. And I'm just over there like, ugh, because I'm feeling the anxiety. Because for what? And I ask myself, like, what is this? What is this feeling? And something outside of me is trying to convince me that I'm fucking dying. Stop. I wish. No, I don't wish, but I'm just saying, like, seriously, get real. Something is trying to convince me that I'm terminally ill. I'm not. I'm not. I'm actually doing the best that I have been for like, I don't know how many months. And then, of course, because then I get into extremely intellectual mode, and then something's trying to convince me that this pressure that I feel in my chest is because of an impending cardiac event. Okay, hold on. Be fucking for real, demons. Do you know what this is? Do you guys know what this is? You know what this is? If they really want to play that game with me, I'm going to go ahead and reconnect this to my phone, because you know what this is? This is an EKG reader, and it is very accurate. Don't fucking play with me, demons. There's absolutely nothing wrong with my heart. And if I want to play with myself, I can just go ahead and reassure myself. All it takes is about 30 seconds of my fingers on these electrodes, and it will give me my exact cardiac rhythm, whether I'm in AFib, whether I'm tachycardic, bradycardic, all of that shit. It will let me know. So we have everything we need to confirm that nothing's wrong. Do I need to hook that up to my phone? Do I need to take that little test? I know nothing's wrong with me. And as I say that, speaking it into my awareness by saying it out loud, you bring your awareness front and center to the very thing you just said, right? I'm fine. I don't even feel anything in my chest at this point. Something's trying to scare you. Something is trying to get you to backpedal. For what? For what? You're right there. You are right there. I don't know. For some of you, it might even be by the end of the day today, you will be given an undeniable sign of what goodness is to come. I mean, my soul has not shut up about it. I can't share with you guys what's about to happen, but it's phenomenal. How do you know it's about to happen? Because I'm making it happen. I'm literally making it happen. I'll show you. No, I can't show you. I'm told to just shh. And maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe whatever it is that you have in the pipeline, don't tell anyone. Just kind of be quiet about it. Just keep plugging away. Because then if you tell the wrong person, and you won't know it's the wrong person until they start like wasting your time and energy with all of these questions and these doubts that you didn't have until they started yapping in your ear about like they don't think it's possible. Yeah, no. Don't waste your time with that. Focus everything you have into what it is you're trying to build. I have such a good feeling rising from my core. It's not even a feeling of hope. It's more like this growing sense of awareness, of knowledge. Like, I just know. I just know. I know that everything I'm being told to do, all the ways in which I'm being guided for every aspect of my life, I know it's for my own good. There's no question. I know everything that I need is going to be provided for in perfect time with excess. Like, so much excess, it overflows. You know? I'm not afraid of that anymore. I'm not afraid of people realizing just how successful I'm destined to be and how much success I've already achieved in such a short time with absolutely no advanced knowledge of how to do it. That's some crazy shit. I don't know why. Maybe one of you guys know, because I know we all do this. I know that we all do this. Demon, hold on. Demon, we all rebuke you, Twins Flame Specialist. You're banned. So here's the thing. Here's a question. This thing that I fail to understand. Why are we so afraid of people knowing our true capacity to the point that we try and hide how much we have already accomplished? Why do we do that? Why are we so afraid that people will know how competent we are, how specialized our skill set is? What about that is so scary? That's such a slippery slope, you know? I'm no longer afraid or ashamed to admit. From the moment I was publicly visible, I've been wildly successful. And I felt so ashamed about my success, and I'm speaking financial success, that I made it a point to give it all away, despite the fact that I was homeless. I fucking gave it all away. From the start, from the very first moment, I allowed the world the permission to become aware of my existence. I had instant success, just like with any other business that I start. And unlike every other business that I started, this one, I didn't shut it down when it became too hard to hide how successful I am. And yes, despite me not flaunting anything, and I'm just a normal ass person, the jealous ones, the malignant ones, those who are not capable of achieving what I so easily did while homeless in a parking lot, they came and they attacked me for no reason. You see, whether you want to actually outright acknowledge your capacity, your power, your potentiality that you're bringing into full fruition, there will always be those who can see it, and you will never be able to control how they feel about what they see. So then what happened? What happened? I learned to just keep being me. Because really, what is your other option? What is your other option? You just got to keep being you. So then what happens? Then you begin to free yourself to be fully present for the events and experiences that sometimes will feel like struggle, that sometimes will feel like unnecessary, unfair pain and misery, when in reality, those events that you're fully present for and are suffering through because you can't see clearly, you will eventually realize this is the point of cultivation. There are aspects of you being cultivated. There are parts of you that the world needs, and those parts are being invited by your soul to rise to the surface. Do you know how I know that the message I'm giving you right now is one of the most powerful messages that you will come across? A message so powerful that it will change the trajectory of your life from this point forward. Do you know how I know? I think I've had at least 3 trolls on TikTok trying to poach people off the live stream. Message me, message me. It's always that type of behavior. The demons get activated because the higher ups, they're like, hey, this girl is on point right now. We can't let the people hear this, because if they hear this and they receive it in their heart, then they will know without any doubt everything that's happening has always supported their success. Am I bothered? No, not at all. Why? Because we have important shit to talk about. That petty shit. We can't be distracted right now. You feel that flowing of energy? Do you feel yourself getting like these goosebumps? Like, what is going on here? This girl, like, is this a tarot reading? Because it's not feeling like a tarot reading. It's feeling like fucking church. It's not me speaking. It's soul. Soul from a much higher octave than what we are accustomed to. Does that mean I'm superior to you? No, not at all. It means right now, this space that we are holding together, it's created from a space of resonance. That means the messages that I'm receiving for me in this moment, because I claim this reading for me. I do. I claim this reading completely for me. That means you're supposed to claim it for you as well, because you're operating on the same wavelength right now. You know what that wavelength is? One of abundance that you can't even wrap your mind around. You're about to experience a level of success and satisfaction with your life that you have never, ever experienced before. And I know it's hard to believe that, because first off, who the hell am I? Just some random girl. Some random girl. You didn't cross my path on accident. If you've never seen me before and you find yourself enthralled and you're like, wait, what's happening here? Because I'm feeling something from this girl that I've never felt before. And for some reason, I kind of need to hear this, because your soul needs you to hear this. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. Because I'm done playing small. I'm done playing average. I'm done trying to tiptoe around to not offend the people who exist to be offended. I am here to reclaim my birthright, whatever that is. Soul, I am grateful. Even if it's just a penny on the ground when I open my front door, whatever it is, I'm grateful. Please give it to us, whatever it is. Allow whatever it is, whether it's just a penny or $1 million, make it $1 billion, trillion. Fuck that. Trillion or $1 trillion. Whatever it is you give me, soul, I will make the most of it and make sure that whatever it is, whatever amount, whatever opportunity, I will maximize it, amplify it, and ensure every single one of us benefits from it too. Because I've never been interested in being at the top of the mountain alone. What's the good in that? So you made it to the top, but you're still by yourself. I don't want that. But I mean, all the money is at the top. Okay. So is loneliness. I don't have that type of relationship with money. You see, the more you chase something, the further away it goes. I've never chased money. I don't have a good relationship with money. I blame it for every childhood wound. Every single wound I carried since childhood. So to me, fuck money. I don't care. This is why some of the most beautiful parts of my life was when I was homeless with my family. And you know the funny thing, the more disdain I have for money, the more that money acts like this fucking stalker of a hoe. It just tries so hard to keep throwing itself at me. It's weird. As much as I don't want it, it looks for any way to make itself to me, make its way to me. And I used to be irritated by it. I used to be worried. I used to feel this unfounded fear, this baseless fear of if I allow that money in, it will corrupt me. Money doesn't corrupt people. Money just makes it a lot easier for you to be who you are. And it turns out I'm not a money hungry person, whether I have it or not. And when I have it, it just makes it easier for me to help people to my heart's content. So, whatever it is my soul wants to give me, whatever it is your soul wants to give you, just leave your hand open and allow your soul to decide what it is you're ready to receive. Because there's a lot. It's not just one thing. It's not just two things. It's so many things you don't have enough hands to hold it. So let it. Let it. Let your soul give you exactly what you need in this moment. Don't expect everything all at one time. Trust that you will be given what is appropriate for where you're at within your journey. I don't know about y'all, but I think I'm entering into the part of my maturity and journey where I'm ready to receive a windfall so big that I can become a major, major player in the implementation of solutions for all of humanity. That would make me very happy. I would still probably wear the same clothes I wear right now, because none of that matters. But being able to provide completely free health care, to feed people, to be able to know that because of something I did that wasn't a big deal to me, there are many, many people who can go to sleep tonight without that worry of what's going to happen, or that hunger pang because you didn't have enough to eat. That's going to be amazing. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Whatever tries to get in my way, I'm apologizing in advance for steamrolling right through you. Just, out of courtesy, I'm not actually sorry, because you should have stayed in your own lane instead of trying to trip me up or derail me. Nothing is going to stop your soul from giving you what it is you need. But sometimes you do get in your own way. That fear that you have, that you aren't enough, that you don't deserve, that you are never the one this message is for, that has to stop. That has to stop. It has to be the way your soul wants it to be. And you need to find a way to be grateful for every experience, because you never know which experience is the one that's going to serve as the bridge to get you to that part where you finally understand. Where you finally understand. I mean, do you need to understand? For some of us, we kind of do, right? For some of us, the not knowing creates so much fear. The not knowing causes you to feel as though, oh my God, what if this is the wrong thing? And I've felt that before. I think it's safe to say all of us feel that at some point. And that's kind of how you know that you're being invited by soul to not just fall into that sense of trust, but to consciously choose it. You see, when you feel afraid, but you choose to do that anyways, and you're like, okay, I'm trusting you, soul, like this is so fucking stressful. Oh, kind of worried. You've never let me down. You're not going to do it this time. I'm trusting you. That's a conscious decision. That's a conscious choice you are making to connect more deeply with your soul. Because at that point, you're hearing the instruction, because you wouldn't have done that had you not been told. You might not realize that, but that's actually what's happening. Your soul is guiding you. You're hearing it. You're not knowing. You don't have that guarantee that things will pan out in the way that you want or expect. But you're taking a chance. You're putting your trust in yourself. And that's huge. Do you know how many things my soul has made happen for me? Things that should have been impossible. Do you know how many events have happened in my life that should have ended my life? But soul did not allow it. Maybe the only reason you and I are so different in the depth of trust that I have for my soul is because of the sheer volume of what the fuck moments that I have lived through. It's crazy. It's crazy. A very dear family friend, I gave them access to my book, and I wanted them to read the entire book and kind of give me their opinion. Is it an easy read? Is it a boring read? Is it too much? Because there's a lot of intensity in this book. There's a lot of heaviness in some of those pages. I definitely would not be surprised if a large portion of the people who choose to read my book end up crying through every chapter, to be honest, because it's a book about the history of my soul. And so I was having a conversation with my family friend, and she says to me something along the lines of, sometimes I'm in the live streams and I see in the comments how people will say, like, I want to have what you and your husband have. I want that type of relationship. I want that type of love. And she's read the chapter about the history of my soul and his. Oh, shit. Holy shit. The things that we have been through. The battles that we have lost and battles we have won. Just to be given the opportunity to have this life together. I apologize in advance. I apologize in advance for the way that particular chapter of my book will absolutely gut you. People don't know how hard we have fought to get to where our relationship is now. And they don't need to know. You know what you have been through, how hard you have fought to get to this moment where you don't quite understand just how many of your dreams are about to come true. Because to you, you're still on that battlefield, swinging that sword around, just trying to survive for as long as you can. You don't even realize yet. The opposition is already running away. The war is done. But you won't know until you stop to take a breath between the swing of your sword. You won't know. So pause for a moment. Allow the fear to just be what it is, a way to keep you focused on the things that you need to focus on. But take a moment to breathe so you can realize just how far you've come and just how much you've already accomplished. You don't need a timeout. You just need a breath. You know the difference between a breath and a break? Taking a deep breath does not require you to stop what you're doing. You can still continue and keep that momentum you've already worked so hard to build. While taking a break might seem much more favorable because then you can completely stop and let me think about stuff. But here's the thing. You're going to have to put extra effort just to reach the level of momentum you already are at right now. I'd rather just take a breath and keep on going. It ensures no space is created for doubt to creep in. When I was still able to lift heavy, and when I say lift heavy, I was lifting like a dude, not a girl. I'm not joking. I miss the days of going to the gym and the guys would not make eye contact with me because I was outlifting them. Those were funny days. Anyways, so I would lift as heavy as I could. And I wouldn't stop, because to stop in the middle of a lift is to condemn yourself. It's to completely destroy what it is you're doing. You don't stop. You carry all the way through, and then you breathe. And then you control it as it goes back down before you shove it back up. And you continue to do this until you reach the point of failure. And for those who are not familiar with me, you might be wondering, why would you make it a goal to fail? Because that's the fastest path to hypertrophy. Training to failure. It's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah. You keep going until you can't lift that thing no more. And when you get to that point, you find a deeper reserve of courage and badassery, and you push that bitch all the way up. And then rack it. You did good. You did good. It's that very mindset that took someone like me. I'm pushing 50, okay? Took someone like me who was told over 20 years ago I needed total double knee replacement and never went to get it. What do you think my max would have been had I continued with the average type of mindset, where when things get uncomfortable, when things start to burn, I have to stop because it doesn't feel good. It hurts. I don't like that. I probably would have maxed out my leg press at like 200 something pounds. That's not a lot. Last year before I got injured, and no, I didn't get injured at the gym. Last year before I got injured and sidelined for the entirety of 2025, I was leg pressing over 1,000 pounds. My legs were juicy. Oh my God. Beastly even. Yeah. Yeah. All because I didn't take a break. No. You catch your breath, time that breath with a movement, and you keep right on. You keep right on until you can't anymore, and then adjust and keep on. You know, if I were to sit here and list out all the things that I've been able to accomplish in the time frame I was able to accomplish it, you'd be like, you're unnatural. That's not normal. I know it's not, but it should be, because I'm a human just like you. And that tells me whatever unnatural thing I can do, you should be able to do it as well, as long as your mindset is aligned with the task at hand. And I don't know if you need to hear this. You probably do. So I'll say it. Really, the only thing that's been stopping you from achieving the unimaginable, is your disbelief in yourself. You give up before you even had an opportunity to try. I barely clear 5 feet. I'm a short motherfucker. Yeah, no, I'm not much more than 5 foot. Whatever. I still fuck your ass up if we fight. Anyways, so with my tiny stature, I really shouldn't be able to do some of the things that I'm able to do in a gym. And then you add in the factor of my age, I shouldn't be able to grow specific parts in the way that I'm able to grow specific parts. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know that I was doing that. I didn't know. You know how I found out that I was doing things that are unnatural and just like, holy shit, how are you doing this? Because I was disappointed in the slowdown of my leg growth. I was trying to prepare for a wellness competition, and those gals have fucking thighs for days. I got scrawny ass legs. So I go ahead and I send a picture to my sister, my brother's wife, and they specialize in body work and personal training. My brother, he trains Olympia champions. Okay. Olympia champions. You can't apply to compete in Olympia. You have to be invited. So those are the type caliber of girls he trains. I send her a picture and she's like, holy shit, sis. And I'm like, I know. I think I'm capping out because like I'm just so tired all the time. I can't recover and my legs are kind of stuck where they are. And she goes, oh my fucking God, do you understand? Apparently, they had been prepping one of their girls for a competition. She's a pro and she's on gear. And my legs were more massive and more defined than hers. And I wasn't even in a cut yet. I was like, really? She's like, holy fucking shit. Your legs are huge. And I was like, well, I did notice I was filling out the seat a little more. I just noticed that. I was like, ooh, yeah. I had separation in my quads. A little sexy little teardrop above my knee. It was so fucking cute. Oh my God. Yeah. You could see my quads, the front of my thigh, from the back of me. And from the side, it's just like that little ham hock. Or a hamstring. Had little ham hocks. Yeah. It was amazing. But I didn't know that what I was doing was amazing until someone who has experience, tremendous amounts of experience with that field of knowledge and expertise said, ooh, that's some good shit right there. Just keep that up. Maintain that and start to cut, because that's what my brother told me. He was supposed to help me prepare for my very first competition. He's like, your legs are good already. You know what it means when someone like him says that? He don't say nice things. He does not. He does not. Because for about 2 years before that point, I'd been working out. And every time I send a progress pic, he's like, oh, you need to work on this. That's scrawny. That there's no symmetry. To work on that. You need to do more of this. Don't be fucking lazy. You need to do more. Never a nice word, never a compliment. But the moment he saw that, right before I got injured last December, he's like, yeah, no, your legs are good. Maintain that and start the cut. 16 weeks, let's see where you're at, and then we'll see which competition to put you in. I was 16 weeks away. And I had no clue that in a few days, I would be sidelined for the entire year. So do I focus on the fact that I was sidelined for the entire year and I've completely lost all of my muscle? I've lost literally over 30 pounds of muscle because everything's being tracked. Or do I allow myself to see the silver lining? Holy fucking shit. I was able to do that. And the girl whose leg they were comparing my legs to, half my fucking age. Ha! Love it. So what's that mean? Because I lost all of that. Am I just celebrating a moment in time that's no longer a part of my destiny? No, it means if I want it, I get that again. Do I want it? You see, the reason I was able to do that was because I didn't have an existing program that was telling me my limits before I could show myself what I'm actually capable of. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I could have sat there and run through an entire list of reasons, AKA excuses, of why it would be impossible for me to do that. I'm too old. I have existing knee injuries. I have hip problems. I have degenerated disc in my back. Oh, there's no way because I can't manage to eat enough to do it. Stop. You want it? Whatever it is you want, wants you back. So go get it. You want that dream to come true? Make it happen. You want that opportunity? Create the opportunity. It's amazing what you can do when you let go of participating, the need to participate in these social programs that are intended to shrink you, intended to cause you to not trust yourself, to not allow yourself to have even a chance to see what you can do. That's some crazy shit. It's not just me that does this. I'll let you guys know. My son wanted to work for a specific company and he applied and he got an interview and the interview went well. And the guy, the owner, said he will reach out if my son is selected for the next part of the interview process. And for some reason, he told my son exactly where the next part is going to be, what date, the address, the time, all of that. So then what happens? A week goes by, my son doesn't get a call. He doesn't get an email, nothing. You know what he decided to do? He decided to be a badass motherfucker. He went ahead and arrived at that location an hour early, not asking if he can be there, but letting them know, I'm here and I'm ready. And they were confused. They were like, oh, you're here for the second part of the interview? He's like, yes. I wasn't sure if he didn't have my contact info, but I decided to just show up just in case. And wouldn't you fucking know, they let him stay. Not only did they let him stay, mind you, they had spots for only 10 people. He arrived so early, the last person to arrive, boop, got booted out. Not his fault. So then what happened? He decided to be himself and conduct himself in such a way where it was very clear he belongs there. So guess what? He was hired on the spot. A spot that he was not even invited to, a spot that was not held for him, a spot that he created the opportunity to have for himself. And you know what else? Because we got a little manifester here. Within 2 weeks of being at this company, he was informed that he's ranked number 1 in the state. Now, I'll tell you this. When he asked me if he should just go to that interview anyways because he did not get a call back, everything in me was like, no, that means you didn't get hired. But I'm not going to fuck my kid over. I said, I don't know. Do you feel like you should? He's like, yeah, then do it, son. I know I wouldn't have, because I've had enough indoctrination to understand I'm not wanted. Not him, though. He created the opportunity. And he helped them to see he belongs there. And there was nothing that I was going to say to convince him to not do what his soul was telling him he should do. Make it happen, just like he did. So you're going to receive something, and you don't need to be a sacred fool to receive it. What you want wants you, but it's in reverse. So maybe it's this thing of you want something that's unhealthy for you, something that's not aligned with what you want, no, what you need. And your soul wants you to have the very thing you actually need. And that's why you're experiencing so much resistance. Your soul is trying to get you back on track, while something outside of you is trying to continue to convince you that, no, you don't really want that. This one will impress people more. You got to be certain of what you're listening to. There's so many mimics. There are so many organic portals that are all up in your ears, trying to derail you. You need to begin finding out exactly what your soul sounds like. How many of you have spoken to yourself? How many of you have had that moment where, you know, it's kind of embarrassing because you're talking to yourself and someone's like, oh, did you say something? You're like, oh, no, I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry. How many of you? What if I told you? What if I told you that whatever it is you were talking to, it's your higher self? And you're going to be like, no, there's no way. There's no way, because it was me. I was talking to me. Who the fuck do you think your higher self is supposed to sound like? It's your higher self. Of course, it's supposed to sound like you. I'm serious. It's supposed to sound like you. You've been talking to your higher self this entire time. And you're arguing with yourself. And you're, okay, how can it not be a higher aspect of your own consciousness when you have your opinion about something and it has a differing opinion? I should do this. I don't know, though. No, I should. I don't know, though. That's your higher self. You see how connected you are to your own divinity? Your higher self wants you to know it's trying to hand deliver the promises to you already. Don't block the path. Don't turn away from it. Your life is about to change. Dive for that light. Go very, very deep within yourself. Lindsay has told me it's been an hour. I just saw it. It's been an hour. Okay, final cards. Before I give you guys a final cards, I'm going live tomorrow. Sorry, I was threatening Michael. Anyways, I'm going live tomorrow for the 1111 portal. I have quite a few brand spanking new expedites available for all platforms except for TikTok. Simply click on the QR code on the screen right there, or the link in the comments. For those on TikTok, go to the link in my bio and look for the image with 1111 on it. You click on that, it'll take you where you need to go so that you can see what I have available. Just a little word. Soul has cleared me to do the Jedi armor and war code activation level 2. So for those of you who got level 1, level 2 is now available. Last couple cards: revolution, discernment, fragments, preservation, repetition. Your soul wants radical self-acceptance. I think the main message here is that, your discernment, it's a little bit off. And the reason it's a little bit off is because you're seeking the answers from something outside of you. There's too many people in your ear. And this could be people in your life. It could be coworkers, friends, family, neighbors, whatever it is. Or for those of us who are more private like me, someone needs to take your phone away. I'm serious. Put the fucking phone down. You've been scrolling through so much spiritual bullshit, and it's causing you to become confused. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm laughing because, like, my FYP has been nonstop fucking tarot card readers. And I'm like, no, bitch, no, bitch, no, bitch, no, bitch. Because my soul's like, don't listen to that. But there have been quite a few that my soul has told me to watch the entire video, and they've been really on point messages from people I've never seen before. Usually my TikTok FYP is like kittens and like pranks and like just like crazy, outlandish, fringe topics. But it's just been nonstop. So you need to set your phone down. You do. Even if you miss something from me, like if your soul says just set the fucking phone down. Okay. That means whatever I'm yapping about in that video that you're missing for that day, it has nothing to do with you. Don't worry. You will never miss out on a message from soul through me, because I promise you, and this has happened before, even if you're not interested in hearing my caca for the day, I've had people tell me like they were busy that day and they did get the notification that I was going to go live, but they were like, they ain't got time for it. And then suddenly they hear my voice coming out of their ass because they have their phone in their back pocket. And they're like, why do I hear Emmy? I'm so serious. And they're like, oh my God, Emmy's in my ass. And then they realize their phone and they're like, holy shit, Emmy, how did your live stream turn on? I was like, I don't fucking know. And it just so happens the moment they hear my voice coming out of their butt cheek is the part of the message they needed to receive. So don't worry. Whatever it is that you need to know, that you need to hear to serve as a sign from soul, you will not miss it. Okay? Your soul is trying to take away the distractions, and there's a lot of distractions for people who are kind of new to their whole spiritual journey. You get overwhelmed easily when you first start your journey of awareness, like being very for real right now, very serious. It's very easy to get caught up in the whole spiritual realm because there's so many different subjects. And if you allow yourself to get caught up in that, it becomes very ego-based. The things that you are exposed to become very ego-based, and that's a wide gaping hole for parasitic things to enter through. Okay? So then what am I trying to say? Be afraid? No, you don't have to be scared. Your soul is protecting you. You're not without defenses, even if you're not aware how to harness it intentionally. You are not defenseless. What I'm encouraging you to do is to really just allow your soul to guide you to what you need to see, to ask your soul to not overwhelm you, so that way you can receive and process the information that's necessary appropriately, free of distortions, free of fear, free of ego. It's very important that you maintain a balance through this, because I think for many of you, you're starting the deeper portions of your spiritual journey. And as you start to enter into the deeper portions of your spiritual journey, you're going to discover the fragments of you that you've hidden away in the shadows. Those fragments are the parts that your environment as a child did not give you permission to exist in. Okay. For some of us, our power was so booming, even as a little baby, that the adults in our lives struggled to raise us. It doesn't mean you were a bad kid. It doesn't mean they were an incompetent parent. After all, you did choose them to be the one in your environment as a child. You made that choice. So now all you have to do is allow yourself to recognize how you've been in a state of preservation. You've just been trying to survive one event after the other, while your soul is over here like, you're just repeating the same things over and over. No more need for that. Now you have enough experience to begin consciously choosing what you want to create, whether it's opportunity or detriment. That's up to you. That is up to you. I would like to think you would choose opportunity. And if you think playing the martyr, AKA, I'm fine. Other people need more than me. There's other people who have it worse than me right now, and they should get it first. I am. That martyrdom does not come from a space of love. It comes from a space of desperation. That you would allow yourself to exist in detriment just so the people in your environment that you are martyring yourself for will be dependent on you. That means they can't ever toss you to the side like garbage. I know this because that's how I existed for quite a long time. All of that like generosity and like, oh, you're so giving, you're so lovely, oh my gosh, you're so sweet, you have so much compassion. No. I had to reach a level of maturity that then afforded me the opportunity to see with clarity. Oh, I was being fucking manipulative. I needed you to think you need me because I was scared you were going to toss me aside because I don't know my worth. It doesn't make me a bad person. It just helps me to understand why I should no longer do that. And so now I don't give and I don't help so that you will be addicted to me and therefore you won't throw me away. No, I give and I help based on what my heart says I need to do. And then I just keep it moving. Whether you want to continue with me on my journey or not, perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I respect whatever you decide. There will be people who will be with me for a time and then they'll disappear for a few years and then they come back and they're apologizing. I mean, I'm so sorry. I've been gone for so long. I hope you're not mad at me. Why would I be mad at you? It was never a codependency that we have. It's always just been a mutual level of love and respect. I hope you've been well the time you've been away. And I'm so happy to see you again. Be with those type of people where you don't have to apologize for life bringing you into a different direction. You need to always follow your soul. And if what your soul says takes you away from me for a time, know that your absence will be felt. I will miss you. But I'll never be mad at you for honoring your needs. Honor your needs now because beautiful things are about to happen. They're about to happen for you. There's, just to keep it very real, this is going to hurt some of your feelings, okay? There's a divide that's being created right now. There is a huge push to bring suffering and stagnation to the front. This will happen for about 80 or 90% of the world. The small amount that's left, that's not part of the 80 or 90%, you are being exempt from that struggle. And I know I'm going to make you feel some type of way, because you're going to want to save these people. You're going to want to protect them and shield them from the suffering and the pain. I know. You have to remain steadfast. If there's only one thing that you allow to really reverberate in your mind from this video, I hope it's what I'm about to say next. You are exempt from that because you are being positioned to lift them when they're ready. You can't do that if you don't receive now what your soul knows you need, so that you can properly be positioned when it's time to pull them up. Let yourself receive. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel ashamed. Those of us who are being exempted from that, you are about to experience a shift in your life so profound that your definition of abundance will be forever changed. Let it happen. Let it happen. You know why you should let it happen? Because when you have it, you will share it with the rest. For those of you who are new to me, I don't know, you probably never heard me say it. I've been aware since I was a young child, and it's never made sense. And my relationship with money, the way I view money, makes it even weirder. I've known as part of my destined path at some point in my life, and I don't know when, nor do I care to know, I'm destined to be the richest person that has ever lived. And that used to offend me. That used to make me feel very, very gross. That used to make me wonder if I'm secretly a fucking selfish ass, greedy person. And then one day it finally made sense. Of course. Give all the money to the one person who doesn't want it. Because what would I do with trillions upon trillions of dollars? What would I do with that? Like, the fuck? I know what I would do with that. I would feed people. I would house people. I would educate people. I would provide free health care for people. You see, when you have all that money and you're in control, I could easily say money is irrelevant. I mean, I have most of it. We don't need money anymore. Instead, we can use maybe a system of bartering and helping, and just fucking burn that money. We'll use that printed money to make paper lanterns and set them on fire and watch them bring our hopes and dreams into the sky. I don't fucking care. Money shmoney. That would be so amazing. That would be so amazing. And it's taken me many years to get to a point where I don't feel ashamed, that I have that awareness of where I'm supposed to be. I'm nowhere near that. Right now, no, I'm nowhere near that. But I'm prepared to enter into it through hard work. I know this money will not just be given to me. It will be through hard work and absolute dedication to listening to what my soul tells me I need to do. I will be earning this, and I'm okay working for it. Because in my eyes, you guys are worth it. We're all worth it. It's worth whatever I have to go through to be able to shift the world into what I want it to be. A space of mutual respect and acknowledged intrinsic value. You don't have to earn your worth. You have worth by virtue of your existence. This is not an act. These are the things I truly and deeply believe. So we'll see. For sure, you'll see me tomorrow. I'll be live for the 11/11 portal. I'll probably also be live in the morning. I don't know, morning, afternoon, before the actual expedites. I'll probably be live. My soul is like, you said you were done being sick. Get yo ass to work, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna be live streaming more frequently again. Yeah, I mean, life is life, whatever. I'm not pissed. I'm not. I'm ready. I'm ready to step back into, work mode. This has been a fucking year. I'm ready. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. There are brand new, let me put it on the screen. There are brand new expedites that I'm offering for the first time. Wait. What? Oh. Hee hee. Ha ha. Okay. Sorry. I was reading comments. Hi, Butter Lily. Okay, guys. So you click on that link or the QR code on the screen for all platforms except for TikTok. TikTok, you click on my bio. There's a link in my bio, and look for the 11/11 picture, and that will take you where you need to go. So with the expedites, the ones that are calibrated for this period, because we're in Mercury retrograde. Fuck Mercury, you're drunk. Anyways, we're in retrograde, and then we have the portal, and then there's this third layer of energetic that I can't talk about. So everything that has like a little fire emoji or a diamond emoji, those are things that are specifically calibrated for this window of opportunity that we have. If you're overwhelmed with the sheer volume of selection, variety on that link, what I recommend, whatever expedite you're drawn to, even if you don't understand it, that's what your soul is guiding you to select. Okay? And if for whatever reason what you select is not appropriate for you, I do have a history, a reputation of letting you know, like, boo, no, you should not get this. Like during the live stream, I'll be like, you don't need this, and you would much more benefit from this, and it'll probably be like around the same price. So it will never be where you paid more than what I switch it out for. Because if there's a difference in price like that, I'll refund you the difference. But yeah, so don't worry. Listen to your soul. Whatever it is you're guided to, that's what you pick. There's a window of opportunity that's opening. Remember that 10, 15, 20% of people, you're probably in that group. That's why you're here hearing the message. I'm not the only one that's receiving a windfall. I'm not. An entire team has reincarnated with me. Some of them I've already made acquaintances with. Others of them I'm barely detecting that they are looking for me. Hence the reason I have to be live streaming again almost every day. There's an entire team, and that entire team is not destined to be destitute and struggle. This is the window of opportunity. Whether all of them find me or not, that window is opened. Receive, allow. We got a lot of work to fucking do, okay? Okay? Don't worry. We will be helping everyone after you first get yourself situated. It'll work out. Trust me, it'll work out. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.